So I just want to talk a little bit about what the foot should do when you are walking. So there are two main positions that your foot forms. The first position is the folded position. So this is the position that the foot should take when there's no real weight going through it. So when you're, for example, about to put your foot down, so when your heel striking, or when you've got you're pushing off, so the foot's in the air or just about to be in the air, it should be in this folded position with the arch relatively lifted. And then you've got the position it's in, which is when you've really loaded the foot, which is when the foot should flatten. The toes should sort of fan out a bit. You've got 60% of the weight over the big toe, and everything is really sort of flattened out, and that's preparing you to be able to create the arch again to push off. The thing that it stays the same throughout these positions is the fact that we are trying to keep the talus, which is like the keystone of the ankle. So you've got the tibia up here, you've got the fibula over here, and in between those you've got the talus. And you want the talus to sort of stay pointing straight down the foot along the line of the second toe. So what you don't want is to end up sort of over here with the talus pointing in, or end up over here with the talus pointing out. So everything, the line of force is always going to be straight along from the talus to the first and second toe. So that's what we want to happen all the way through. So what I'm going to get you to practice, if you're up for this, is just watching this front foot here. So as you put the heel down, the weight goes on sort of the outer third of the heel, and the arch should be relatively high. And then as you load through, you can see I'm loading through onto the big toe. So the weight is coming slightly diagonally across the foot so that we can work through that talus, get that talus over the second toe. And then as you push through, we want maximum dorsiflexion, maximum angle at that big toe. We're pushing off the big toe to come forward. So let's have a look at that again. We are fanning and flattening the foot out, and then we're pushing onto the big toe and really getting a good angle there to push off. So it's just that stepping on, stepping back. So it's fan out and step back, fan out and step back, flatten and lengthen, step back. Imagine that you're squashing an orange underneath your big toe as you step onto it. So squash that orange, push that big toe down, and then as you come through you keep squishing that orange, and you'll end up with that nice angle of the big toe. So it's just stepping onto it, squash the orange under the big toe, there you go, squash, and over you go. And so that is a really nice walking exercise that works on really rolling through the foot as you take a step. And that helps you to really trust your foot, because you're getting the maximum sort of grounding as you go over it. So that's a walking exercise specifically for the feet.